The slot man in motion right. They run here with a second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
The Colts at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. And they come in pretty desperate here for a win.
And think about this too, partner. We have not heard the dreaded vote of confidence yet from management. So when a team's 0-5, everyone starts wondering about their jobs. Will they still have one? That's coaches on down. They've got to find a way to throw that out of their minds and band together and play better football.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
Well, this defense for the Jags, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A give running right, Gibson down to the 42, second down.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And here's a give to Gibson.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
7 yards there and a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
Gibson again.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Antonio Gibson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Finding Williams on the check down.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. And, Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Once more, Gibson.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
66 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A handoff for Gibson.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Here's Moore. He will return it. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's got some space here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
These two teams, division rivals, of course, and you remember back to Week 18 last year, although Colts fans don't want to remember back to Week 18 last year. The Colts needed a win, and the Jags, they were kind of looking ahead to 2022, but the two-win Jags came up with one of the shockers of the season. They stunned the Colts 26-11 in Jacksonville, and that loss ultimately kept Indianapolis home for the playoffs.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down in midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On second down, Williams. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On third down, Wilson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10.
On the counter, here's Williams.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Balled it to 26, 2nd and 7.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Here's Wilson to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
The kick by Gold is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Prescott from the gun on third. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A handoff running left is Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second down at 7. They'll go again with Gibson.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On third down, here's Gibson.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. At their own 18-yard line. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Prescott on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Here we go with Williams. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, the fumble to turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. On second down, a run with Gibson.
Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run.
131 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now Prescott.
Open man is Duvernay.
Touchdown!
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Wilson.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Prescott. Open man is Kendrick Bourne.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
They'll run with Gibson.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Kwan Williams.
And the Colts are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he powers his way up past the 30.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 5.
They run it again with Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Throwing is Wilson.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Jags are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Prescott to throw it.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
The tackle by Quay Walker. Loss of the play. 3rd and 11.
Here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
A give to Gibson running right.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing, Prescott.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Prescott.
Right back to Duvernay. That's complete.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Devin Duvernay
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Jags are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Jaguars 28, Colts 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
From the 27, Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They try the left side here with Williams. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They run. It's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll give to Williams, running right. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They give it to Williams, running right. A gain of 3, second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
At the 47-yard line.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Slot man moves right. They'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here, the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
They find some open field here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. with Williams. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And the kick is good, but obviously it won't matter, as they're going to go down in defeat here. This one's over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Jacksonville, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to